Back here at Mullet Arena, it's time for Game 2 of the semifinals, AHSHA Division 1. Bring up here into the booth, Dylan Pescatore along with my man, Steve Peters. Petey, we had a great game number 1. Pinnacle clinched their spot into the championship game Saturday with a 3-0 win.
And now happy. I'm
to determine who they're going to play.
Yeah, I tell you what, the excitement in this building right now, I don't know if you can hear it through the headsets at home, but this building is loud for this second game tonight. A lot of excitement here against two really good hockey teams.
Mountain Ridge, best team in Division 1 by far. Only one loss the entire year. That came back in September for the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions. They're the favorite coming in, and they're led by Camden Babin. They didn't play their best on Sunday, but they got through the game against Horizon. What do they have to do to be better against DB tonight?
You know, I think they got to have a good start. I think this is a team that had the 2-week break. A lot of the teams that got the bye had the break, and they just didn't come out playing Mountain Ridge hockey. And I think it took them a while to get into that rhythm and get ready to play. They can't do that tonight against Desert Vista. They need to be ready to go at the drop of the puck, and it's got to be their big players that have to carry them there.
Who are those big players you're looking out for Mountain Ridge?
Well, you already talked about Babin. Camden Babin, as a freshman last year, was one of their key players. Now he's a sophomore, and he's one of the guys that's going to lead this team offensively. Connor Brown's another guy to keep your eye on. He's going to be another guy they're going to see be a big part of this offense. And surprisingly, a defenseman. Mason McCosh is the guy that you're going to see coming in from the back end. You know he's a defenseman in the program, but he plays on the offensive side of the puck. So keep your eye on Mason McCosh to help add offense to this Mountain Ridge hockey team.
After last year's loss in the semifinals for Mountain Ridge, the question coming into this year was who was going to be their goaltender. RJ Cavalcante moves on to play hockey back on the East Coast. They had to find a goaltender, and they find Easton Siller. That was the question mark. He's answered and checked every box.
You know, Cavalcante was outstanding last year in the playoffs, and he was a guy that we knew and got to see play very well last year. Siller's going to have to be good tonight. We saw how important goaltending was in the first game in the Pinnacle Pioneer game with Michelson. Stiller's going to have to do the same thing here. Like, Stiller's going to have to be solid in this game for Mountain Ridge to come out of here with a win.
Let's go to the other side. The upstart, the incredible story, Desert Vista Thunder. Saturday night, playing around against Notre Dame. 4-0 down against Notre Dame, coming all the way back. They tie the game with under a minute to go. They win in a 7-round shootout. They have to play another game just under 12 hours later against Flagstaff. They win 5-2 against the Avalanche. What kind of story has been this Thunder team? How incredible has it been?
You know, it's been a miracle season right now in the playoffs for this Desert Vista Thunder team. But I tell you what, it's guys that have been here before. And we talk about leading the way right now. It's Kyle Ansley. He's a guy who's been there before. He's been in important games for Desert Vista. This team's coming in as a 9 seed, but they sure as heck don't feel like a 9 seed in that locker room. This is a confident group right now. And we're, you know what? You can't count this group out.
They've been great. This is their third game in 4 days for Desert Vista. We'll see how that plays a role. But in terms of their goaltending, it's another new name.
Yeah, Joaquin Keeler, another guy we're not too familiar with, but hey, let's face it, he's playing against an offensive powerhouse in Mountain Ridge. He's going to have to be the best player. We talked about it in the first game, how big of a factor goaltending is. Keeler's going to have to be the best player on the ice for Desert Vista tonight if they're going to get through and find a way to play at Pinnacle in the championship on Saturday.
DV Mountain Ridge Hamilton lost to Pinnacle in the first game. We'll be right back after the anthem to see who's playing Pinnacle in the championship.
That you think twice with your behavior and please remove your past as we honor the United States of America with the pledge of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the land we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the king's red still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free and the home of the
I'll do it for Saturday.
All right, here we go from the mullet. Pinnacle's already in. Now it's time to see who they're going to be facing. Goaltenders tonight, Easton Stiller in white for Mountain Ridge, the senior. His last year in high school hockey here in Arizona at the D1 level. He's been outstanding this year. A goals against of under 2. He played great, allowed just 1 goal against Horizon on Sunday. For DB, Joaquin Keeler. Saved his team Saturday against Notre Dame and played great against Flagstaff on Sunday. Now they play their 3rd game in 4 nights. But, Petey, this DV team, they are confident and they're ready to go.
You know, it's interesting because you look at a number 1 versus a 9 seed and you think that's going to be lopsided. I don't feel that the Desert Vista understands that. I talked to the coaching staff before the game and I talked to some of their players. This is a team that's got a lot of confidence coming into this one. But for me, it's about this first 5 minutes. It's can they, the Desert Vista team, can they fight off the Mountain Ridge onslaught for this first 5 minutes and settle into this game? So keep your eye on this first 5 minutes and see if they can maintain and keep up with the speed from Mountain Ridge.
Here we go. Semifinal number 2 off and running from the mullet. Mountain Ridge and Desert Vista. Sean Bailey will toss it in. Here's Max Quillinen, one of those returners from the championship team 2 years ago, up to Kyle Ensley, a captain for this Desert Vista Thunder team. Gordy Anderson tosses it off the glass. Brady LeVake takes a big hit from Anderson, and DV is off and running here. Mountain Ridge controlled play all the way through against Horizon, but only got 2 goals to show for it. It was enough, winning 2-1 against the Huskies on Sunday evening. It goes past Kahn. Here's Braden Horman. Horman with 2 goals in the quarterfinals last year against Basta, and the first save for Keeler with the blocker. Off the skate of McCosh. Ensley almost collided with his own man, gets it ahead, and will make McCosh go chase and go to the bench for a change.
I tell you what, it's a quick start for Desert Vista. They got the dump puck, a nice forecheck. They came out ready to play.
Here's Mason McCosh. Got him listed as a D. He plays like a forward. All over the ice.
We saw that.
AHSHA in goals. Rahela to that save. Rebound save. Another try at the side of the net. And McCosh couldn't turn his wrists over. A.J. Brandt, the sophomore for DV now. Pinned to the wall by McCosh. Picked up by Rahela. Rahela and McCosh, the top D pair in D1. Wetzel goes down low. Here's Thomas Diamante. Tosses it in front. Back to Wetzel at the blue, but it goes past him. He's going to have to go and chase it. Connor Brown chasing forward as well. Brown got there first. Turnaround pass. Babbitt in front. And Ben Jones couldn't finish the job. Back up top, go big. Over to Rahela. His shot blocked in front. DV gets it off the wall, but not out. Second try is good. PD, it looks like Mountain Ridge has their pace back. On Sunday, they did not.
Yeah, you know what? This team just showed you how dangerous they can be.
They're playing fast, and they're moving the puck quick.
Yeah, and their big players are doing them. Like Kosh with a great chance early. You saw Babin feed the puck out in front. And
2-on-1 after a bounce. Ensley and Anderson. Ensley to the net. Stopped. It went up the skate of Brooks, who played that very well. We go up and down. Both teams looking to stretch the ice. Bernard takes a hit to make a play. Anderson turned it over. Jonathan Lewis, his shot went wide. Montoya looked to get on it. Anderson positioned his body to take it away. Up ahead for Ensley. Lewis back on D for Mountain Ridge. Back to Bernard toward the net. Easy save for Stiller. Kahn back behind to Anderson. Sharp angle try got blocked. And Sam Gallo will have it behind his own net. DV's forecheck applies another turnover now. How scary, no matter 9 seed, whatever happened in the regular season, how scary is a motivated and hot hockey team?
That's what it's all about at this time of year. And who does have that, who's got that, not just the motivation, but it's got the momentum. I tell you what, Dylan, this game's got a better pace than we saw in the first game already. And we're just a couple of minutes in. Both teams are flying this game. The first game felt like they were feeling each other out, and they weren't quite sure who was going to get into the game. This game's got a whole different feel.
There's no hold barred right now.
Jeez.
They're not holding anything back.
No, it's been a good pace. And I think Desert Vista, coming out of the first 4 minutes, we talked about the first 5 minutes of the game. 4 minutes into the game, I think they're skating well, and it's 0-0.
Colin Grantham looking to get on this puck. Max Quillinen races him to the corner. Grantham with goal number 2 against Horizon back on Sunday. Takes a spill back behind the net. Up to Truman Anderson. He had the first goal against Flagstaff in the quarterfinals for DV. Over to McCosh. One off his skate. Tague can't pick it up. Varley to Anderson, who spins it in. McCosh couldn't get it out. All the way back. Nice pass to Quillinen, who shoots, got blocked in front. Another try, and a save by Stiller on Tague, who was wide open. Down low, Ensley's shot into the catching mitt of Stiller. Desert Vista's come out hot here.
A couple nice saves by Stiller there, and those are great, really good point-blank opportunities you're going to see here. Stiller holds his ground, eats the puck, no rebounds on that one. A really nice save by Stiller. Yeah, I'm impressed with Desert Vista. Coming as a 9 seed, you think you got through with a goaltender a little bit lucky, but man, this team is skating well.
Wetzel overskated it. Here comes Sean Bailey from Mountain Ridge. Pushed off the puck by Ensley. The forward came all the way back. Foreman picks it up now for the Mountain Lions. Down low for Bailey. Wraparound try for Horman. Didn't go the way he wanted to. They keep it behind the net. Dangerous puck in front and cleared out by the Thunder.
A great play by Ensley. We talked about their top players need to play both ends of the ice. Ensley all the way back. Great back check and breaks up that play by Mountain Ridge.
Horman right through center. Tried to go to the forehand, taken off the puck. Levake right on it. In front is Horman. Levake will feed Rahela. He overskated it. Here's Ensley again. 2-on-1 for DV. Ensley and Anderson across. Anderson, he shoots, he scores! Corey Anderson and DV up 1.
The senior defenseman jumps up into the play to complete this 2-on-1. What a pass by Ensley, finding Anderson. He blows it by Stiller, and here they are. Desert Vista up 1-0, 5 minutes into this second semifinal.
Anderson from Ensley. The Thunder up 1-0 on Mountain Ridge, who, Petey, they don't trail a lot, period. Now they trail.
It's funny, I was sitting there thinking Desert Vista, the longer this goes 0-0, the better it is for them. And here they are with a 1-0 lead 5 minutes in.
Pass in front. Babin, he scores!
And
Mountain
just
Ridge
like
right
that,
back at it. Camden Babin scores just 18 seconds after DV does, and we're tied at 1.
wow, and you need your big players to make big plays. Camden Babin's the guy we talked about in the pregame show. In the slot between the hash marks, you can't give him that kind of room. Great shot. He's able to beat Keeler. And again, right back to a 1-1 game. And this is one thing that Desert Vista has to watch out for. You can't let this Mountain Ridge team get rolling.
Assists to Connor Brown, assists to Ben Jones. And that line starts it up right after the goal. 1-1 is where we stand.
Really good shot by Babin there between the hash marks. no chance for the goaltender on either of those plays.
18 seconds apart for those 2 goals.
Momentum's a funny thing. And just when it was swinging Desert Vista's way, it goes right back to Mountain Ridge.
Nice job by Varley to go down to a knee to block that puck. Here's Varley. Pad saved by Stiller, puts it into the corner. Haig knocked off the puck. Over to Babin. Across the line to the slot. Still loose, picked up by Ryan Kim. Kim looking to go all the way across, under the stick of Anderson. And back to Quillinan. We mentioned Desert Vista, champions of D1 2 years ago, and they still have some players who are on that team. Petey, how important is that experience?
I think it's really important, especially when you're playing in a building like this. I mean, you can play all the playoff games you want at the ice stand, or back then when they played at Oceanside, but playing different here. It's different. The atmosphere is different. It's just different playing in these big scenes. And I tell you what, you've got guys like Kim out there. You've got Quillinan. You've got guys that have been there. I think it's important that they get opportunities like this. They've been here. They've been here before.
Wetzel off the wall. That one stays in. Picked off by Ensley. There he goes again. Already an assist tonight for the captain of this Desert Vista team. He makes them go. He's the leader in that locker room. He's got a ring already on his finger. Now he's looking for number 2. Wetzel up to Kahn. Montoya spins it back in. Halfway through this first period. Been eventful, to say the least. Back and forth we go. Haggerty overskated it. And gets it back.
And here comes that forecheck. And again, look how physical this game has been. Again, a different than what we saw in the first game. More physical, faster. This is definitely a different pace to this game.
So 7:13 to go here in the first. Goals by each side. They came 18 seconds apart. Gordy Anderson for Desert Vista and Camden Babin for Mountain Ridge. Mountain Ridge wins the draw. Back from Akash. His shot. Left pad save for Keeler. It pops up into the air. Glove down by Wetzel. Here come the Thunder. Over to Thomas Diamante, but this is going to be called down for a hand pass. So the face-off to the left of Keeler. There's a huge Desert Vista contingent here for good reason. One, they won 2 years ago, and 2, their team's on a magical run right now. Up ahead for Hughes.
I don't know if those kids know it's a school night, though, Dylan.
Brandt shot was blocked down. Diamante toward the net. Gets it one more time. Tried a backhand try, and Stiller was there. Here's Brandt again at the goal line. Diamante shoots, got deflected down. Mountain Ridge can't clear it out. Now they do, but it's into the bench. Petey, it's a Tuesday night, but these are the semifinals.
Yeah, I'm usually in bed by now, Dylan. I'm an old man, but I do want to make a correction that I made on the 2-on-1 on the goal by Anderson. I called Gordy Anderson a defenseman. I read my notes wrong. He is not a defenseman. He's playing on a wing with Ensley, so I apologize to Gordy Anderson.
And funny enough, Petey, growing up, Gordy Anderson played goalie.
Get out of here.
I'll tell you, you can ask him. Big body like that, net, hard to get the puck past him. I'll tell you that. Foreman up along the wall. Here's Sean Bailey from Mountain Ridge. Quillinan back to take it away. Bailey all over him. Ryan Kim with a nice breakout pass to Schaffler, who will chop it ahead. Keeler's going to cover this one. 6 minutes to go here in the first, 1-1.
Yeah, it's funny because you look at Mountain Ridge and you just feel like it's a powder keg just about to blow up. Like you see their energy, their speed, how quick they are on pucks. Even that little play that they just had to cover up, the Desert Vista goaltender had to make just cover it up. But boy, Mountain Ridge all over them. Like they were attacking. You just feel this energy in this building, and hopefully Desert Vista can keep Mountain Ridge at bay for a little while here.
DV tried to change. They got it in too late. Foreman off the draw. Anderson back behind. Up to Tague, who will whip it in. A fast start for both of these teams. Completely different from our first semifinal where it was more meticulous. Each team was playing a chess match with Centennial and Pinnacle.
Yeah, that definitely has a different vibe to it for sure.
Kahn turns it over. LeVake. Foreman shoots. Saved by Keeler.
Nice save off the turnover by Keeler there. Those plays are hard to read. You think you're going one way, you think you're on the offensive side of the puck, and the next thing, the puck's coming at you. Great save by Keeler.
Desert Vista got tomorrow off after playing 2 marathon games. Saturday against Notre Dame, Sunday against Flagstaff. At 3 p.m. after finishing the night before at 10, we have our first penalty of the game. It's going against Mountain Ridge. Keeler to the bench. Anderson down low for Ensley. It was a hooking call against Mountain Ridge as Ensley was in neutral. This time they'll touch up with Bailey. And we have our first penalty. It's going to be a high stick, and it's going against Sean Bailey, DV to the power play.
Yeah, and we saw how important penalties were in the first game and how big of a role power play played. And you can see here, Bailey gets a stick up on Ansley as they come through the neutral zone, and Desert Vista's on the power play.
Kahn, Hughes, Anderson, Ensley, and Kim, the 5-man power play unit. Over for Ryan Kim. He had 2 goals in the championship game 2 years ago when they came back down 4-1. Kim, down low, Kahn, shot, blocked down, picked up by Mahon. What a keep by Kim, but then forced out by Mahon.
Another play there by McCosh. That was a nice play, getting in front of that shot, blocking that shot. And he's a guy that's going to be out there in all situations.
Hughes down the left wing. I checked that, that's Austin Wynn. Looking for Hyveren. Goes to battle with Gordy Anderson down below the goal line. Now in the far circle, McCosh pressuring the puck. 45 seconds gone in this penalty. Across for Ensley under his stick. He'll keep the zone. Pass Montoya, win toward the net. Kick to the corner by Anderson. He's going to have to go chase after this one as Hyveren gets to it first. Not out. Kept in by Kim. Desert Vista with possession here. Mountain Ridge struggling to clear. Kahn to Win. Tosses it toward the net. They've been in the zone for majority of this power play as Kahn's tip shot saved by Stiller, and Mountain Ridge gets a much-needed clear.
Yeah, that penalty kill group is tired right now. Kim made a nice play at the blue line, keeping that one in, keeping Desert Vista on the offensive side of this power play.
Here's Kyle Ensley for Desert Vista. His shot went off a stick behind the net. He chases after his own rebound. Rahela lost his stick from Mountain Ridge in front. The net is a little bit off as Kim shoots and scores. Ryan Kim, Desert Vista, power play goal. The Thunder take a 2-1 lead.
Ryan Kim, we've seen him score big goals in this building before, Dylan, and that's another big one on the power play. Seeing eye shot through bodies, nice play to get him the puck in front of the net. Look at the traffic in front of the goaltender. That's a great shot getting all the way through.
Ryan Kim, 2-1 DV, scores in the big games, and he does it one more time here.
And I'm curious to see what power plays and role penalties are going to take in this game.
Mountain Ridge looking for a response. They had one for the first DV goal. Do they have one here? They go back to that same line with Babin. Down to Brown. One more time for Jones. He'll circle the net. Taken away. AJ Brandt for DV. They got the fan base, they got the energy, and they got the lead right now. Up 2-1, under 3 minutes ago. Mountain Ridge, 2-1-2 the other way, Brown and Babin. Brown at the top of the circle, and Keeler got a piece and gets to his post. On the rebound, this one will go down for icing.
And that's a concern when you're playing against Mountain Ridge. When you see players like Babin and Brown jump over the boards, they're a threat to score. Anytime those guys are on the ice, Mountain Ridge has a chance to put numbers up on the board. And you can see how quick Babin gets the puck up the ice. Now, this is a very dangerous team, and Desert Vista can't give them that kind of opportunity following a goal again.
We've had 3 goals here in the first period. Locked down in front, not out. Babin on the rebound. He'll circle. Tosses it toward the slot for Brown, who feeds Gallo. Wetzel takes his man to the wall with force. He'll use the net to give him some time and go around to Jaden Cole. Goes past the stick of Brown. One more pass, 2-on-1 again. It's Anderson and Truman Anderson trying to cut toward the net. That was Ensley. Check that Tague, who tossed it through the blue crease. Now a clearing attempt gets to Babin. He'll stop on a dime, pass Cole, but lost the puck. DB coaching staff, they love Jaden Cole and how he's grown throughout the years defensively. Anderson gets it out to Hyvern. Under 2 minutes to go now in the first. Ryan Kim with a nice move at the red. Over to Zach Kahn across the line. Hyvern pushes him into the boards. Grantham picks up the loose puck. Colin Grantham, the big body forward. Fanned on the first chance. They'll get on the rebound at the half wall and get it deep and take a huge hit. It's been fast. It's been physical here in the first. It's been everything you love about hockey. Anderson off the wall but not out. Kept in McCosh's shot. Easy glove save for Keeler.
I think it's important for Keeler when he gets opportunities to do this to slow the game down. And I've seen a couple of opportunities where he wasn't able to get on the puck and control that rebound. You see here the shot from McCosh. He's able to get a whistle and slow things down. We talked about that speed of Mountain Ridge. I thought this, getting in a track meet, I thought would favor Mountain Ridge. But I tell you what, Desert Vista can skate too. These are 2 very quick hockey teams.
They're going to redo this face-off. Pete, let's talk about the crowd a little bit here. Desert Vista's brought a full contingent here.
I know. I tell you what, this crowd's ready to go. I know you can't see it because the cameras are facing the wrong way, but this side of the building is full on the Desert Vista side.
They're pumped up. You can see there on the bottom left as it goes past the net. Mountain Lions on the rebound. Back out to Kyle Rahela. Indy Gobig toward the net. Tipped, and Keeler with a nice save on the tip in front by Haggerty. Wow.
Yeah, nice save by Keeler. Tracking that one in all the way off of a stick and able to track that one down for the whistle.
There are the fans right there.
There they are. They're here. They're here. They better be here again. You're going to be here Saturday, aren't you?
Petey, I'm going to be here with you.
I hope you
don't stand me up.
Yeah, we got to get the fans here on Saturday.
Are you going to stand me up Saturday?
No, concession stands are open. Saturday, they're open now.
Toward the net, blocker save, rebound chance, and it goes back past behind the net. Jones, last minute of play here in the first. To Babin, what a pass between his legs, but Jones can't control. Picked up by Anderson, coming the other way. Gordy Anderson at the wall. Tried to go to the center. Ensley will feed his big body forward. Kyle Ensley going to battle with Babin. Dustin looked to get it deep. Back to Ensley. Taken off his stick by Brown. 20 seconds to go here in the period. Babin shoots off a stick of Dustin. McCosh back behind. Mountain Ridge now with 15 seconds to work. It's cleared out. Ensley gloves it down. Rahela stops it for the Mountain Lions. Turned over now. Here's Anderson with 5. Anderson shoots with big save by Stiller with the blocker. 2-1. Desert Vista up 2-1 after 1.
Well, I tell you what, if you're Desert Vista, you have to be thrilled with that first period. And I tell you what, Gordy Anderson, another opportunity here right at the buzzer. He's looked really good offensively for his team. It's a guy we didn't talk about in the pregame show, but that's another big play by Gordy Anderson. And I tell you what, Desert Vista has looked quick. They look like they can keep up with this Mountain Ridge team, and I'll be honest, a little bit surprised.
2-1 after 1. Just a 1-minute intermission here as Desert Vista leads. Goals by Gordy Anderson and Ryan Kim. Camden Babin with the goal for Mountain Ridge. We talked a lot about the Thunder. Mountain Ridge, they look good responding there to tie the game. What do they have to do better here in the second?
You know, I don't know if they have to do anything better. They just have to continue the things that they do good. And what this team does well is they play with pace, they play with speed, and they attack the net extremely well. I tell you what, this is Jones' kid, this number 76. He's impressed me. He moves well, he can move the puck well, and he's a guy that has got, you can see the chemistry with Babin and their ability to get the puck back and forth to each other. I think he's got to watch as this game continues. And you talk about McCosh. The kid, every time you look up, he's got the puck. And when he doesn't have the puck, he's defending and keeping the puck away from his net. This Mountain Ridge team is dangerous. I mean, a 2-1 lead for Desmond, they're not worried. I know they haven't been down often, but this team is not concerned at this point. I expect them to continue to do the same thing they're doing, continue to get the puck up the ice quickly and get pucks on net and try to challenge Keeler the remainder of this game.
Desert Vista leading after one against a team that doesn't trail a lot. AJ Brandt will take the draw to start period number 2. Diamante taken down. Stick went flying. He's going to have to go and pick that up. Here's Rahela from Mountain Ridge. His shot saved by Keeler. Quillen in right on him, and AJ Brandt skating it out. That is a sophomore right there, Pete. He's playing great. Look at that pass ahead for Diamante. Offside.
Quick feet by that kid. It's a sophomore?
Sophomore AJ Brandt. He's been excellent. 8 points in 18 games this year.
He was able to elude the attacker from Mountain Ridge, beat that stick. That's a really nice pass. Good footwork, too, getting that puck out of the zone.
Kyle Ensley with 2 assists already tonight. Gordy Anderson with a goal. And Ryan Kim with a power play goal. We've only had 1 penalty.
Yeah, and that was a big factor in the first game here tonight, in the first semifinal with Pinnacle, and it was the penalties and the parade to the penalty box in that game. And so far, these teams have been able to keep that intensity up, but they've walked that line. They have the intensity, but they're not finding themselves in the penalty box. You got to be able to do that without getting frustrated like you saw in the first game.
Desert Vista has not had a storybook season in terms of everything going perfect, kind of like how Mountain Ridge has had. They had a coaching change midway through. Matt Bernard took over right at the beginning of October, and the team has responded in every given way. And the big example was at the start of the year, they played in the seeding tournament back in August, and they lost to Pinnacle, and they said, I don't think we can ever beat this team. That was the feeling. As Levesque picks it up in the slot, his shot save, rebound try, oh, went off the post, Keeler down, one more try, and he makes the save from his back. Stonewalling Bailey, one more try. Varley picks it up and will clear it out. Best sequence of the night for Joaquin Keeler. Bailey one more time, over to Levesque. Foreman has it, he's taken down. Body's going flying, and Varley picks it up. Foreman slow to his feet. To center, Shapler right off the bench. Takes a big hit. Is that a penalty? They're going to send Shapler. He led the team in penalty minutes this year. And he's heading to the box. Had momentum there, but lost the puck.
Yeah, and you saw the outstanding play at the one end, leads to this at the other end. Gets his hands up into the head, and he'll sit down for 2 minutes. Again, we talk about how penalties can change the game. Heck of a chance by Bailey, all alone in front of the net. Cannot give them that kind of time in front of their goaltender.
Diamante right off the draw clears it down. Mountain Ridge this year tied for the most power play goals. 19 in 20 games, tied for first. Desert Vista did not have the greatest penalty kill this year. They were ranked 10th out of 12, but they were excellent against Flagstaff on Sunday. Killed off 5 of 6 penalties. Centering pass in front, it goes past Babin. Chasing after the puck is DV. Mountain Ridge with numbers as it goes past the Babin across. McCosh shoots, save by Keeler.
Another big save by Keeler. As we talked about that Mountain Ridge power play, you got McCosh walking into the top of the circle. He's one of the most dangerous players on the ice right now. That's a huge save.
Saw DV chase the puck out there a little bit to the outside, and Keeler was good left to right.
Yeah, again, we talk about penalties. They cannot sit in the box against this Mountain Ridge team. You can't.
Jaden Cole along the wall and out. Babin to McCosh, right across the line. Here's McCosh with speed. McCosh to the net. Blocked in front. Cole got a stick in the way. 55 seconds gone in the penalty against Shapler. Cleared down by Cole.
Good defensive play by Cole in front of the net, getting a stick on that puck and not allowing Mountain Ridge to drive the net. It's a really nice play to break that one up.
Rahela Babin, McCosh, Jones, and Brown, the unit for Mountain Ridge. Babin hesitates around a check. He'll feed the point. Mason McCosh tied for first in goals in D1 this year with 23. Hyveren over to McCosh. He picks it up on his forehand. Toward the net. Saved by Keeler. Got a piece of his mask. Varley picks it up on his backhand. Can't get it out. Down for Brown. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Brown in the net save. Rebound chance. Another stop. Turnaround chance was blocked. Desert Vista can't get it out. Hyveren with a nice keep. Babin at the circle. Back door. Keeler with the stop. McCosh's shot. Easy blocker save for Keeler. A lot of rubber going toward the Desert Vista net. None going in, and Cole flips it out.
That's a really good sequence for Mountain Ridge, their ability to get pucks at the net. And Keeler right there to handle that challenge. Great play by Keeler.
And we're going to get a penalty.
Too many men on the ice.
Too many men. Who are they taking? On Mountain Ridge. That is a penalty on Mountain Ridge right after they had a power play and had every chance in the world but couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Keeler comes up big. They survive this, and now they're going on the power play.
What a turn. Desert Vista power play 1-for-1 so far. Power play goal by Ryan Kim. So they're going to have Jonathan Lewis serve the penalty for too many men.
Little confusion there as the power play ended, and you're trying to get back to your 5-on-5 lines. End up with too many men.
Zach Kahn in the circle. Anderson back to Ryan Kim. Pass across for Ensley, went past the stick of Mahon. Keeler coming up big. Now can the power play do it again for Desert Vista? Kim does a nice job of keeping that in on a bouncing puck. Anderson the same. Anderson to the slot. Gordy Anderson across. Where is it? And it went back behind the net after it got deflected down. Hughes along the wall along with Mahon, who will turn. Can't get it out. Anderson keeps it in. Austin Wynn with a few stick checks, and Montoya finally gets the clear for the Mountain Lions.
I tell you what, Kim makes a great play at the blue line, and then Gordy Anderson follows up with some really nice play, getting that puck back to the middle of the ice. They just got to find a way to get pucks on net on this power play.
Mountain Ridge now playing the full court press on the PK. Montoya and Mahon. A minute already gone, and the penalty for too many men. Good bounce. Montoya just put it wide. Missed the far post. He gets his own rebound back. Good pressure here from the Mountain Ridge PK. This could shift the momentum back to them.
Yeah, that's something the penalty kill can do too. You talk about momentum going one way or the other off of a power play, and clearly you can see what
Kahn. Anderson shoots. He put it high. Just missed the crossbar. Diamante with a nice keep. Here's the power play one for DV. Diamante in front. The one through the goalie. Rebound. Off through the crease for Anderson. Had a wide open net. One more try. The net's off. No whistle just yet. Now it is. Oh, what a sequence. Desert Vista inches away from going up 3-1.
Oh.
And it's hands overhead for Anderson in the slot right there. Watch this, Petey.
Just talked about Gordy Anderson. Look at this with the empty net. Just couldn't put it at the net. He puts it right through the crease. Gordy Anderson's going to see that one in his sleep tonight.
Oh, he was so close for his second goal tonight and to put DV up 3-1.
It's a left-hand shot. That puck's in the net.
Absolutely.
For Gordy Anderson.
Power play for 20 more seconds. It goes past Diamante, and LeVake is going to be the first one there. LeVake takes a big hit. That's a penalty. Penalty on Diamante. So, wash out that power play time for DV. We'll play 4-on-4 for 10 seconds, and then Mountain Ridge will go on the power play. How many shifts are we going to have here?
Yeah, I mean, it's going back and forth. I mean, we've seen a penalty by Desert Vista, then a penalty by Mountain Ridge, and now here we are back in the penalty box. Penalties told the story in Game 1. Are they going to tell the story in Game 2 as well?
Roughing the call against Diamante on that hit from behind on LeVake. Good hustle by LeVake to draw that penalty and get to the puck first. 4-on-4 here for 5 more seconds, and then Mountain Ridge will get Lewis out of the box. It's back down behind. Lewis is now out. He'll head to the bench. Babin picks it up from Mountain Ridge. Their second power play of the day. Makash to Rahela. Over to Babin, back to Rahela at the top. He's the quarterback. Makash walks the right wing. Rahela. Babin in front. Makash. Oh, what a save by Keeler. Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me with Keeler? The save of the season. With Makash, the goal-scoring leader in the league in the blue paint, couldn't put it behind Keeler.
What a game we have. We're not even halfway through. DV misses the open net with Anderson. Not a minute later, Makash saved by Keeler as he just tossed his stick out there as a last chance to save that puck.
Oh, Makash with the tap in. Couldn't get it by the outstretched stick of Keeler. And we stay 2-1.
What a second period we've had. 45 seconds until Diamante's out of the box. Anderson picks off this pass. Gordy Anderson through a check. Has a man in front. Saved by Stiller as Kahn didn't get much on it, and now pushing and shoving. Let's take a breath.
I tell you what, a shorthanded chance by Desert Vista. And again, it's Gordy Anderson. We've called this kid's name all night long. It's Gordy Anderson all over it. Delivers the puck again.
Watch this save by Keeler.
This save by Keeler. Makash all alone. Just couldn't put it past an outstretched Keeler. Best save I think I've ever seen in Arizona State high school hockey. What a save by Keeler. And it's against one of the best players in the league.
If not the best. Cole gets it deep. DV shorthanded for 25 more seconds. We've had A++ chances for both teams that won't go in. Grantham cut off. This puck came out. Mountain Ridge has to touch up. Noah Gallo takes a check from Kahn. Grantham in the circle. His shot blocked down by Jaden Cole. Diamante is out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5.
Big penalty kill for Desert Vista.
Gallo in the corner now. Picked off. Pass go big. Chasing after this Diamante. He's going to get on it first and circle the net. Diamante has a ring already looking for number 2. Cole loves the shot. Hyvren for the Mountain Lions. Along the wall and out with the help of Haggerty. 2-on-2 from Mountain Ridge. Back check by Hughes. Pressured the pass. That could be too many men. 2-on-1 nevertheless. Diamante and Brandt. Over for Brandt. Diamante scored! Desert Vista 3-1.
He's able to capitalize on another 2-on-1 by Desert Vista. This time, they're able to make a pass across, and Diamante is able to finish this one off. Look at this pass. Backhand pass. Hits Diamante. Beats the outstretched Stiller. We have a 3-1 hockey game.
Assist to AJ Brandt, who set that entire play up. And also to Liam Wetzel. 3-1 Desert Vista Thunder. Loose puck, backdoor Cam. Oh, we just missed the net. Would have put up Desert Vista 3 goals. This Thunder team is unbelievable.
And right off the faceoff, get another opportunity with 2 players in front of the net.
Here's Levick from Mountain Ridge. His shot saved by Keeler. Wow.
What a turn of events for this Desert Vista team. We talk about their ability to get the puck up the ice and play with pace. It's exactly what's happening as you just see Keeler suck another one up and another big save by Keeler. I tell you what, now they start to look in a very unfamiliar position for Mountain Ridge right now. Down 3-1 late in the second period.
This is not something that has happened to Mountain Ridge much this year. Maybe they're down 1 and then they come back. Fine. They're down 2 right now in a pressure-filled semifinal game. How are they going to respond? Back up top, Brooks. Shot blocked. Desert Vista the other way, Ensley. Back is Gallo for Mountain Ridge. Kyle Ensley, saved by Stiller. And Ensley gives Gallo a little push after as well. They're going to send him off? I think they might. Watch Ensley here. He seems to be all right. Petey, what has gotten into this Thunder team? They're stretching the ice and finding holes in this Mountain Ridge defense.
We talked about in the first game. We talked about getting touched past the defenseman and looking for those races in the neutral zone. That's exactly what Desert Vista is doing, and they're winning those foot races between the blue lines.
Lakash over to Hyveren. Past Babin. Kept in by Bernard. He'll whip it in deep. 6 minutes to go here in the middle frame. Desert Vista up 3-1. Long stretch pass for Babin. He's offside.
Takes himself offside. I mean, that's the fear. You look at a team like Mountain Ridge, and Babin and McCosh, I don't think score any time. A 3-1 lead is definitely not safe in a game like this tonight. So if you're Desert Vista, it's play the same way. Foot on the gas. Keep the pace up. Keep getting that puck up the ice as quickly as you can and playing the way they're playing.
Since Saturday night when DV was down 4-0, they've now outscored their opponents 11-2. McCosh ahead. Babin tosses it in. We're going to see a lot of Babin and a lot of McCosh, especially with how this game is going right now for the Mountain Lions. Back for McCosh. Waits, shoots, blocked down. The Mountain Lions, they keep possession all the way across. McCosh will take it off the wall. Willinen picks it up for DV. And it comes out. What about this Thunder team in terms of getting in shot lanes? They've been blocking a ton of shots.
Yeah, they're defending well too, and it's not just their ability to get
in front. They score. It's Jones set up by Babin. Quick strike offense for the Mountain Lions, just like that, back within one.
And this is what you expect out of a team like Mountain Ridge. When we talked about Jones and Babin and their ability to connect with each other, the chemistry that those two players had, right when I get done talking about how Desert Vista's defending, they get two guys chasing the puck on Babin, which leaves all alone in front of the net. And Jones is able to put that one in, and this is what this team can do.
It's quick strike for both of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, Desert Vista gets puck watching, leaves one of the most dangerous players on the ice all alone in front of your goaltender, and we got a 3-2 game.
Jones with the goal, assist to Camden Babin. He's got both assists tonight. Here's Schaffler. He'll toss it in and give Rahela some business. He doesn't have the height advantage on Rahela.
Yeah.
But he'll give it to him. Puck goes behind Keeler. Under 5 minutes to go here in an action-packed semifinal game here at the Mullet. Looking for who's going to face Pinnacle on Saturday. Toward the net. Down off Lewis. Here's Mahon picking it up.
Another gear from this Mountain Ridge team over the last minute. Since they scored that goal, they've got a whole new life.
Rahela toward the net. Save. Rebound. There is none. Lewis and Wetzel get tied up after the play. It's like chapters in a book. 2 minutes go Desert Vista's way. Then Mountain Ridge scores. And back and forth we go. And they're going to take Chapler again for holding. Chapler was sent to the box earlier, and now his second penalty of the day. I mentioned he led Desert Vista in penalty minutes in the regular season, and now Mountain Ridge with a power play with a chance to tie this game.
You know, you can't continually go to the penalty box, and if you are, you can't get the ice time to put you on the ice. It's too dangerous to put this power play back out there again.
Mountain Ridge 0 for 2 on the man advantage so far. Rahela and McCosh. They have Babin on the left wing. They get it to him. Babin, back door. McCosh was open, but it just jumped on him.
McCosh is just around it tonight. That's another one. Another golden opportunity for number 75.
Back to Rahela. It's Schaffler for holding. Third penalty against DV. McCosh back to Rahela. All the way across for Babin. He shoots, and it went wide, and it caroms all the way out. Ensley lays a hit in front of the box. They're going to push it ahead. Trying to get away from Jones. Foreman along the left wall. Back for Babin. All the way across McCosh. One more try, Hyveren. Fanned on it, still got it over to Makash. Desert Vista keeping him on the outside. 1 minute gone in the penalty. Comes to the side of the net, and Keeler is going to dive on it. Foreman got his stick in there, and Ensley stands up for him. What kind of player have you seen? Kyle Ensley, you saw him 2 years ago. Now you see him here. How has he grown?
Well, he's a leader of this team now. And he's a guy that was in the locker room watching other leaders lead this team to a championship 2 seasons ago, but now he's that guy. He's the guy, both ends of the ice, on the bench, in the locker room. He's the guy that's pulling the rope for this Desert Vista team.
Tied up at the circle. Go big. Across for Hyveren. Tried to go in front for Levake. Under 3 minutes to go in the period. 40 seconds on the penalty against Shapler. Mountain Ridge looking to tie here at the end of the second period. Hyveren, Brown, go big. Desert Vista pressuring the puck. Go big shot. It went wide. Rebound chance through the crease from Levake.
Keeler didn't see that original shot. Too much traffic in front.
Hyveren at the top of the circle. Down low, Levake. Behind the net go the Mountain Lions. 5 seconds to work with on the man advantage. Their third of the night. Levake, go big toward the net. Tipped in front but high. Picked up by Cole and all the way down. This will be an icing as Shapler got out of the box. But a huge PK for DV.
Yeah, that's a big one. And when this game's now 3-2, you've got to stay out of the box. I'm not going to say it again tonight, but that's a huge kill for Desert Vista and their ability to get clears and not allow those big players to get those kind of opportunities for Mountain Ridge on the power play.
Back to 5-on-5. Desert Vista now 3 for 3 on the PK after they went 5 for 6 on the PK on Sunday against Flagstaff. High flip over Brooks. Kahn couldn't get to it. It would have been a 2-on-1 with guess who? Gordy Anderson again. He's been everywhere. Josh Haggerty. His shot saved by Keeler, and he picks it up after it bounced off his chest piece.
Yeah, Desert Vista is going to have to find something to swing the momentum back into their favor. Since the penalties, it's been all Mountain Ridge right now. They can't get the puck over the blue line on the other end of the ice. They've got to get something to get them going before this period ends.
Gallo to Gallo. Tipped out of play off the stick of Grantham. Petey, how important, we've seen in the first game, how important are special teams here in the playoffs?
I think they're extremely important. I mean, it was the whole first game was how the tide turned with penalties. And we're seeing it here again tonight. How important it is with Desert Vista being able to score on the power play. It's incredibly important, but it's hard to keep those emotions in check. You get an ability that's crowds like this. It's exciting. You know what you're playing for, but you got to be able to rein that in and not take penalties.
Ensley picks it up out of a few bodies, gets it over to Austin Wynn. Wynn along the left wall. Drop pass Anderson. Down low Gallo. And they spring Grantham out. Long pass looking for Noah Gallo. Great stick by Zach Kahn to break that up. 80 seconds to go here in the middle frame. Anderson's breakout pass does not get him out. Noah Gallo backhands it right back in. Grantham will get on it. Dustin for the Thunder looked to poke check it forward. Haggerty took it away. On the other side now, Grantham turning, shooting. He put it wide. Deterred from a few DV defensemen standing in front. Kahn goes to Ensley, who's going to slow it down all the way across. Austin Wynn takes a shove from Gallo and gets it deep. Under a minute to go here in the second. Haggerty tips it away. Truman Anderson down low. Babin back from Mountain Ridge. Long pass. Went off the skate of Quillinen. 30 seconds now here in the second. Makash couldn't get the pass across. Good pressure there by Hughes. Hyveren for Brown in front. Makash. Backhand try off the side of the net. Keeler's down with 20. It comes in front. Cleared out of harm's way. Desert Vista gets the clear.
Wow, Makash is all around it. 2 open nets, and this one just passed Keeler and goes in behind the net.
5 seconds. Makash, one more try. Shoots. He just put it wide. And that will take us to the end of the second period. 3-2 Desert Vista in front. after they led 2-1 after one. The Desert Vista crowd is pumped up, and for good reason, TD.
Yeah, I tell you what, this Desert Vista team came to play. And they're playing with speed, they're playing with pace. They are not a number 9 seed. They told us that before. I talked to their coach, and he said they don't believe it. They have a lot of confidence in that room, and it's showing here through 2 periods.
3-2 as we bring you into the booth here. Both teams will head to the locker room. Mountain Ridge, this is not a spot that they've been in, especially because they're going to do a full ice cut here. Petey, what does that message, what is Sean Babin, head coach of Mountain Ridge, saying right now?
You know, it's just play the way we played all year. Like we've shown we can come back, meaning this team can provide offense. You put Babin, Tosh on the ice, this team can score. Just play. And don't get frustrated. Don't try to grab the stick too tight. Don't try to do too much. Just go out there and play. We have the ability, we have the talent, we have the speed, we have the offensive output that can come back from a 3-2 deficit. Just go out and play. And you got to make sure that you don't let your emotions get a hold of yourself in this third period. I think it's really important that Mountain Ridge, the longer this stays 3-2, the longer they've got to stay out of the penalty box, because they're going to get more nervous. They're going to try to do more things, and they're going to try to do things by themselves, and that creates penalties, and that creates mistakes. They're just going to have to continue to play. They've played all season long.
How opportunistic has this DV team been offensively?
You know what? They've played fast, and they played with confidence, and they played like they've got nothing to lose. This is a team that feels like, hey, we can do this, and they're playing with excitement and playing with speed, and it's the guys that we thought were going to do it, except Gordy Anderson. I got to throw a big shout out to Gordy Anderson again, but it is Quillen and it's Kim. It's the guys that we expected to be there leading the way. And honestly, at both ends of the ice, he's been amazing. Desert Vista has been a huge surprise for me. I told you it was a 1-9 matchup. I was very concerned, but Desert Vista has been outstanding.
They've been great, and they're 15 minutes away from possibly going back to the championship for the second time in 3 years. We'll see you after the break for the third period. Back for period number 3. Excuse me, Petey. It's been a heck of a game so far. 3-2, Desert Vista in front after 2. We talked about it before. This is the number 1 team in AHSHA. Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions. 1 loss the entire year, and now they face a deficit going into the 3rd.
Yeah, it's a place they're not familiar with. But I know this team is confident. Their coaching staff is confident. And they know they have the players on that bench that can get back in this game. But Desert Vista, this is a spot I don't know if I expected to see them in. They find themselves up in a game with 15 minutes to go to play in the state championship. And there's guys on that ice for Desert Vista that have been here before. And I think that's incredibly important with 15 minutes to go. That guys have played in a big game in important minutes. They just have to keep it under control. They got to stay out of the penalty box. We've seen how penalties can affect this game. Their goaltender's been on point, and they got to capitalize on opportunities when they get them. But don't force those opportunities. Defend first, look for offense second.
One thing each team must do, starting with DV.
Desert Vista's just got to play smart, get pucks deep in the other zone. Don't try to do too much and defend.
Mountain Ridge.
Hey, they just got to play Mountain Ridge hockey. They got to play fast. They got to be aggressive on the puck, and they got to get pucks and players at the net.
All right, we're ready to go for period number 3 right here at Mullet Arena. Pinnacle's already in. Who's going to meet them there? Is it DV going to the championship for the first time since 2 years ago, looking for 2 times in 3 years, or is it Mountain Ridge looking to complete the storybook season? 15 minutes on the clock, 3 for Desert Vista, 2 for Mountain Ridge. Zach Kahn, Ben Jones. And here we go. Puck is down, and off we go. Cole Varley tosses it in. Ivrin around for Levesque. Turned over, here's Anderson. Ivrin stopped his tracks a little bit. Gobig turned it over, Anderson in front! Oh, what a stop! Stiller on his back, kept it out.
Again, we talked about the save of the game at one end. There's the save at the other.
Levesque across, Quillinan takes it over. Here's Ensley, he lost an edge. And Mountain Ridge has a player down in the offensive zone. That's Brady Levesque. The senior forward who just caught an edge in that corner. It was behind the play. And we're going to have the trainers come out as every player on the ice goes to a knee. That's the senior forward, Brady Levesque, just 35 seconds here into the first period. This was the chance in front. Turnover back behind the net. Anderson got it. Stiller was very good to be attentive. Nice move by Anderson to the backhand, but he just couldn't put it home.
We talked about the impact Gordy Anderson has had on this game tonight. He has been everywhere. There's a great opportunity to put this Desert Vista team up 4-2, and Stiller makes an unbelievable save. The best save he's had all night tonight.
Which is sometimes hard to say because both goalies have had some A++ saves. Levesque is up to a knee now. And he's a key player for this team. He has been good all night.
It's tough to see that. It's tough to see that in any level of hockey, but especially in high school hockey. It's hard to see a play like this. Just lost an edge and went into the boards awkwardly. And he is definitely in some discomfort.
Ed Georgievich, head program manager of Mountain Ridge, out there, along with President Kenny McGinley. And the Mountain Ridge team onto a knee. Desert Vista the same. Just something you don't want to see. Let's give a little reset here. Desert Vista up 3-2. They were up 2-1 after 1. They were up 3-2 after 2. Pinnacle is already in. We saw them earlier beat Hamilton at 3-0. And now we're going to get the trainer out there, helped by the official, to go and help out with Brady Levesque, who is onto his knees now. This is a high-pressure, fast hockey game. And sadly, things like this happen, but it seems to be Brady's in good spirits. He's onto his feet. He's going to be helped off as the entire crowd here claps. And Levesque walks off the ice to the locker room area.
That's good to see he left under his own power. That's really a good sign.
They're going to cut to clean up the ice over here because there is some blood over there, which we had back in the first game when Alex Illing got hit by Caden Schaefer of Hamilton. So they're going to have another cleanup session here. It's 3-2, Desert Vista up just 35 seconds here into the third period. Number 1, Mountain Ridge. Number 9, Desert Vista. It's been a heck of a hockey game so far, Petey.
Yeah, and I'm just glad Levesque left under his own power. But now, again, we talked about the impact of that hit in the first game. Now we talk about an impact of a situation like this.
A little different.
In a game like that. Absolutely different. You're talking about a big hit in the first game, but now you're talking about one of your key players being injured and seeing him lay on the ice like that. That's tough. It's tough, and we've got to see how Mountain Ridge responds to something like that. It can be tough.
It'll be tough to see how they respond. We know they have the skill. They're very deep. This is not like they were a two-line team and they lost a great player. They did lose a great player, but they have players who can step up and really almost replace Brady Levesque. It's hard to replace his talent and his skill, but what I'm saying is this Mountain Ridge team is deep, and they have 3-4 lines that can come at you.
No, and first of all, you want to make sure the kid's okay.
Absolutely.
And that's first and foremost. And he left under his own power, and we are definitely not doctors, so we don't know.
Nope.
But he left under his own power, and that's a really, really good sign. But now, well, like you said, one, he's a really good player, and somebody else is going to have to step up. Somebody else is going to have to be the guy for this Mountain Ridge team, and somebody's going to have to fill a spot, not just on the light, but on the bench. You got to lift yourself back up now. You saw one of your teammates in a tough spot. You guys got to be able to respond now and get back into the flow of this game.
A little bit of line shifting here from Mountain Ridge. Now you see Colin Grantham up on the top line with Jones and Bailey, who's offside here after getting knocked on his back right off the draw. You have lines to adjust, and that Mountain Ridge bench, look, it's a spot. They haven't been a lot. Trailing in the third period, almost never, it feels like, after going 16-1-3 in the regular season. From long range, Grantham puts it wide. Rahella's going to pinch in here to keep it in.
I'm sorry, but you talk about that break, and we saw what affected the teams in the first game. Who can get going again quickest after a long break like that?
Austin Wynn picks it up for DV. Tried for Diamante. Mountain Ridge has to touch up here. They do quickly. Max Quillinen turned it over. Got it to AJ Brandt, who's been outstanding tonight. What about the sophomore have you liked?
Yeah, I tell you what, move the puck well, and it moves his feet incredibly well, too.
Diamante went down. Rahela picks it up and is going to look to take advantage. Skating well. A tall defenseman for this Mountain Ridge team as his shot went over the net and got the glass.
Ooh.
Laid out his man behind the net. That was Wetzel. Grantham will go down low for Jones. Quillinen on it on the backhand. The pressure picking up here for both sides. Look at Max Quillinen. Get to the red and get it in and go for a change. Now Ensley back on for DV. Rahela's clearing attempt. Got blocked down. It came right back to him. Jones lays down Ensley. Caught up in that corner. Kahn picks it up for DV. One of two captains on this team. Wetzel toward the net. Bouncing puck went wide. Gordy Anderson gets on this one. Nice job to keep it in. Past Jones. Here's Anderson. He's shot saved by Stiller. And how good has Gordy Anderson been for
I
DV?
tell you what, sometimes the puck just finds guys, and tonight that's Gordy Anderson. He's all around. He's geared again here. He attacks the net, looks for a hole, and Stiller is able to grab that one. But I tell you what, for Desert Vista right now, you've got to continue to play hockey like this. You've got to keep going forward, because as soon as you try to defend and just try to play safe is when you're going to be in big trouble against a team that can play as fast as Mountain Ridge.
Kyle Ensley's shot blocked by Connor Brown, back behind the net. Braden Horman is now back on defense for Mountain Ridge. He was a forward all year long. This play is offside as Anderson and Babin come together. Babin has to touch up. Ensley knows it and goes all the way across. Jaden Cole for DV. Stops on a dime. He's going to get that puck deep. Mountain Ridge was looking to come the other way quickly. Cole made sure to make Mountain Ridge go and chase it. Brown and Babin for Mountain Ridge. McCosh the trailer. Babin to McCosh. Caught up in his skates. Tossed it in front. Blocked down. McCosh got it again, and Keeler got the pad there. Brown and Kahn pinned along the wall. Kept in by Sam Gallo toward that. Tipped in front. They score! Connor Brown. Mountain Ridge has tied it.
And just like that, throwing pucks at the net. We talked about Connor Brown before this game started, and he's a guy that can put up the numbers in offense for this Mountain Ridge team, and he's there to deflect that puck and put it between the legs of Keeler. Here it is. You see the puck go from low to high in the zone, and you see him winning the race out of the corner. Nobody ties up his stick. Brown's able to get a stick on it coming out of the corner, put it between Keeler's legs, and we are tied at 3 with 12 minutes to go.
3-3 game, only 3 minutes into the third period, 12 minutes to go here in the final frame. It's been Desert Vista taking the lead, then Mountain Ridge coming back every time. 3 times now. Mahon off the wall. Hyveren, big slap shot. Blocked down by Ryan Kim. He's feeling it. Kim's going to get to the bench. Rahela toward the net. It just went wide. It's all Mountain Lions right now. Desert Vista has to calm this one down. Quillinen along the wall and out. Montoya for Mountain Ridge. In front, Keeler catches it.
I tell you, Mountain Ridge is getting to that blue paint really hard. This is a team that drives the net well. That created the last goal, and you see it again here twice since that. You're going to see it again on this replay. Their ability to get pucks to the net with people getting to the blue paint. Desert Vista is going to have to find an answer for that. They're going to have to protect their goaltender and that area around the blue paint in front of them.
Assists to Babin and Gallo on that third goal as it comes in front. Keeler kept it out. Had to go down to his back to do so. Diamante ices it down for DV.
Not sure if Keeler lost that one. It was a little awkward coming off of that face-off. Let's take a look at it. An odd reaction from him. I don't know if he got tipped or if he lost that puck. It was a weird reaction by Keeler.
Babin up the draw, looking back door from Akash. And a good stick by Connor Hughes got in the way. From the point, it goes wide. Babin in front, loose puck. Mountain Ridge's shot, they score! Makash, 4-3 Mountain Lions. Makash scores 2 goals in 54 seconds. Mountain Ridge takes the lead.
Yeah, I tell you what, this team has definitely come up with a different gear in this third period. This has been all Mountain Ridge, again, getting to the blue paint and getting pucks on net. Makash has been around it all night long, and he finally gets one in behind Keeler. I tell you what, this Mountain Ridge team has found another gear.
They have. Whatever Sean Babin said to them between the second and the third has worked. 4-3 Mountain Lions in front. Makash with the goal, assist to Brown and Babin. That's Babin's 4th assist of the night. Pass ahead, 2-on-1, Haggerty and Grantham. Haggerty shoots, he put it high and wide. Rahela on the puck. DV looking to go the other way. Anderson picks it up and will knock it forward. Anderson at the top of the zone, lost the puck, takes a big hit. Grantham and Noah Gallo the other way. Lost the puck, taken off his stick. Jaden Cole with a nice play there defensively. Hensley knocked off the puck, turned it over. Cole will keep it going to Wetzel. 10 minutes to go here in the third. 2 quick goals by Mountain Ridge under a minute apart to start this third period. They lead 4-3. Hensley tips it ahead for Kahn, who's going to get it in deep. First 5 minutes have been all Mountain Ridge. After Stiller with that huge save to start the period. Don't forget that. Hyveren back behind the goal line. Tossed it in front. Nobody there. Picked up Levake's shot save. Quillinen will go back behind his own net. Jones pressures him. One more try in front for Levake, and he picked it a little bit wide. Long pass. Santino Lane on it. Lane shoots, saved by Stiller. Here's Truman Anderson. Another pass toward the net. Stiller with the save. Back in front, picked off by Levake. Good to see him back out there after he left at the start of the period. Offside.
Yeah, it is good to see Levake, and it looks like he's none worse the wear. He's flying out there.
Peter, I want to go back to even before these 2 goals from Mountain Ridge. Easton Stiller made an incredible save on Gordy Anderson, 1-on-1 in front. kept the game 3-2. That could have easily been 4-2 DV. Tides turn 4-3 Mountain Ridge now.
Yeah, we're in a different situation right now if that goes in, and that's where we talk about these goaltenders. And Stiller, that could have turned the tide in this game because we've seen this is a different Mountain Ridge team than we saw for the first 30 minutes.
Probably for the first 5 periods. A game against Horizon, and now the first 2 periods here. This goes down for an icing. Desert Vista has responded all year. This is the first time they're trailing in this game. How did they respond?
You know, I think the biggest thing for them is they can't get out of the rhythm. They can't get in the penalty box. Can't get frustrated. And we saw it down here with Ainsley. He went after the defenseman there. You can't do that. You got to stick with your game. One thing this Desert Vista team has done all night is played with speed. And they've shown that they can keep up with this Mountain Ridge team and their pace. So they've got to look for opportunities to get up the ice quick.
9 minutes now. 1-goal game in the third for a chance to go to the Arizona High School Hockey State Championship. Saturday, Mullet Arena, 6 p.m. right here in Tempe. Brandt can't keep it in. It goes past Quillinan. Connor Brown looking to chase up to it. Another icing against Mountain Ridge.
And I tell you what, that Desert Vista crowd is ready to cheer for something positive out of this Desert Vista Thunder team.
They've had 3 times to cheer and a few more after a few big saves from Keeler. But if Desert Vista wants to get back in this one, they're going to have to give their fans a few more things to cheer about. Zach Kahn will take the draw. Wins it back to Quillinan. Quillinan tried to find Ensley, turned it over to Mahon. Nick Mahon with speed. Big hit by Quillinan. That's a veteran defensive move and a strong play by the senior D. Quillinan will start back behind his own net. Head for Kyle Ensley. We're going to see a lot of him here in the third. Gordy Anderson tosses it in. Ensley puts down Mahon. Puck stays in the corner for Kahn. Hyveren does a nice job of taking off his stick. And Josh Hyveren will skate it out from Mountain Ridge. Pass ahead, Ensley with speed. He has Kahn cutting toward the net. Ensley to the slot on the backhand. He'll take it to the top of the circle. Down low for Kahn. Kahn, Ensley in front, saved by Stiller. Nice give and go there.
A lot of patience by Ensley in the offensive zone. That's a great play. I thought he was going to shoot from the top of the zone, but he's able to hang on. You can see him here. Makes the play down low and the give and go, and he's able to get to the seam, get by the defender, find that little area in front of the net, and get a really good look and a good opportunity with just under 8 minutes to go.
What I thought was so impressive on that play, Petey, was he kept his stick on the ice and gave Kahn a target. He put it right on his stick.
Yeah, he's the guy that can turn the tide of this game.
Here's another guy who can turn the tide with McCosh. Wynn got in his way. McCosh, save. Brown got on the clearing attempt. Now the Thunder with numbers the other way. Diamante. He'll toss it in. Stiller's going to hold this one and get the whistle. 7.5 to go. It has been up and down all night between these two teams.
Yeah, you see it here too, though. Desert Vista get the opportunity to get pucks into the offensive zone. It's a team that's not backing down. I mean, they're still putting the foot on the gas, and they're still getting offensive opportunities. You got 7.5 minutes to go. There's a lot of drama left in this game, I think.
Kahn, Ensley, Anderson right back out. Top unit for DV. Ensley with a few nice moves along the wall. Somehow still has the puck, gets it down low. Zach Kahn back behind the net. Tried to go back to the blue line. Flubbed the pass. 3-on-2. Connor Brown, Camden Babin taking off the puck. Wetzel ahead for Kahn. Backhands it to neutral past Anderson. And Mountain Ridge will have the puck back in their own end. McCosh just shuffleboards it forward. And we'll get in on the forecheck. Turnover in front. Kahn picks it off.
You got to be careful there if you're Desert Vista. You can't try to put the puck through one of the best players in the league.
Cole takes a knock, gets the puck ahead. 3-on-3. Anderson, drop pass. Ensley went off his stick. It just jumped off his stick. Now LeVate goes down 2-on-2. Bailey, Babin, already 4 assists tonight for Camden Babin. The AHSHA leader in points. It comes to Ensley. At the end of a long shift. He'll get it deep, take a hit from Hyveren.
Too many men on the ice for Desert Vista.
They have 6.
Oh, they have 6.
Yep, they got 6 on the ice. Too many men. First penalty of the third goes against the Thunder and in a huge spot. 6:16 to go. DV is going to go to the box. They're going to send Ensley to the box.
You can see the frustration on head coach Matt Bernard. That's a tough penalty to take in this spot of the game.
And Ensley knows it. That's a great shot on our penalty camera right there. Tosses his helmet down. Too many men. So Ensley in the box. Mountain Ridge with a chance for the knockout punch here. On the power play, immediate clear from the Thunder.
Big clear for Desert Vista early in this penalty kill.
Rahela back behind his own net. 6:05 to go in the third. Ensley in the box, too many men. The call against DV. Just a miscommunication on a line change. Pass in front, blocked down by Quillinen. Taken back by Horman. Mountain Ridge power play 0 for 3. Tied for the best in Division 1 this season. Rahela across from Akash. They try the pass to the wing. Babin will get right back on it. Kim watching Babin. Tague watching Makash. Rahela. Babin walks in, shoots, saved by Keeler. Rebound cleared, but not out. Rahela toward the net, save. Rebound, Varley got on it, blocked in front. Ryan Kim trying to force it out. Big hit at the line, but the puck stays in. They'll launch it down low.
Kim got his stick caught up in Horman there. I thought Kim might go and put this in a 5-on-3.
Can't get this one out either. Mountain Ridge, long shift in the offensive zone. Drop pass. Makash's shot went wide of the short side. Save, rebound, popped up in the air. Keeler punched at it. Babin still with it. 35 seconds to go in the man advantage. Where's the puck? It's at the side of the net. Foreman, Rahela shot, blocked in front. Desert Vista gets a big clear from Varley. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Stiller says go, go, go. 20 seconds until Ensley's out. Austin Wynn has to go chase after this one. Bailey applies the pressure. Babin still on the ice. At the goal line in front, looking for Levesque backdoor. Diamante picks it off. Ensley's out in 5. Diamante pushes it forward. Tossed it in front, but nobody home. Wetzel's going to take it back. Ensley's out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. A huge kill for the Thunder. Their PK has been perfect all night, 4 for 4. Shot from the blue line, save from Stiller. Wetzel toward the net, blocked in front by Hyveren. And flipped out by the Mountain Lions. How big of a PK is that for DV?
It's huge. With you under 6 minutes to go, like you said, that could be the end of this game for Desert Vista if they give one up there.
Here's Hughes' shot. He put it high. Mountain Ridge pressuring the puck hard here. We'll keep an eye on Joaquin Keeler. Hyveren across the line on the near side. Mountain Ridge did not lead into this game until Makash scored to make it 4-3. This will not be an icing as it went past Gallo. AJ Brandt right on Hyveren. 3:10 to go. Bailey from Mountain Ridge looking to close it out, send his team to the championship. Keeler with the stop. PD, how do you look at timeouts here if you're either team?
Well, right now now it's about rest, too. You got to wait till your best players need to get a breath. That's when you take your timeout. I think it's a little too soon right now. As you see, the top players from Desert Vista getting on the ice now. So after this line gets an opportunity to take some offensive stabs at the puck, and they're tired, I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout at that point.
Anderson will set it up for Zach Kahn. One of 2 captains on this DV team gets it in. Rahela can't get it out, kept in by Quillinen. All the way around for Connor Brown. Brown will clear it out. Will this have enough for icing? It will not. 2:40 to go in the third. 4-3 Mountain Ridge. The 9 seed Desert Vista. Do they have one more chapter in their underdog story? Right now, the forecheck of Mountain Ridge getting the better of them. Hensley gets it ahead, right past his own bench. Now Gordy Anderson. Keep an eye on Keeler. Anderson across the line for DV. Already a goal tonight. Lost the puck and cleared down. Bailey's going to chase after this one with Varley. Didn't understand that Bailey was coming hard. We've hit the 2-minute mark. Back out to neutral. DV got a change of their defense. Bailey across to Haggerty. Loose puck picked up by Anderson. Over to Kahn. Zach Kahn across the line. Pass in front, nobody home. 1:45 to go. Haggerty flips it in. He's going to look to kill some time here. Bailey in the corner. One pass, no. Second pass picked off. Taken right back. Ben Jones back behind the net.
It's a great play by Jones to get that puck back.
Mountain Ridge looking to kill time. 1:20 to go in the third. They did a good job of closing out Horizon of a 1-goal lead on Sunday night. Now Desert Vista has possession. As the puck goes, so will Keeler with 1:05. AJ Brandt, the sophomore, on the puck. Tried to backhand it forward and lost it. And Desert Vista has to start behind their own bench. That's an icing. So that'll allow Keeler to come out. And you say DV should call a timeout
I
here.
think timeouts now. I think everybody needs a breath here. You got to get an opportunity to draw up this play off the face-off with the 6-on-5.
We'll see what they draw up. What are they saying on the Mountain Ridge bench?
Mountain Ridge just got to be smart now. You get an opportunity to clear that puck over the blue line, it's got to get out. You got to do that without taking an icing right now, too. And it's just play smart. Under sticks, boxing out, all the little things and the little details you've been working on all season long, you need to do that now for the next 40, 45 seconds of this hockey game.
Last minute of play. It has been a heck of a hockey game. Back and forth we've gone. DV up 1-0. Mountain Ridge found a way to tie. DV up 2-1. Mountain Ridge came right back. Desert Vista went up 3-2. Or they went up 3-1. Mountain Ridge with 2 straight. Mountain Ridge with 3 straight goals have taken a 4-1 lead. And 4-3 lead.
Desert Vista's been here. They've been behind in this playoffs. They've been behind before. This is a pressure situation. We've got 1 minute to go in this game, and they're sitting on the bench going, who's got this one? Is it Kim? Is it Ensley? Who's got this one?
6-on-5, minute to go. Right off the draw, Kim kept it in at the blue line. Down at the half wall, Anderson. Anderson with room. Anderson shoots, save. Rebound is behind Siller and behind the net. DV still with possession. Back to Kim at the blue at the top of the circle with 45 seconds. Ensley shoots. Kyle Ensley tied us at 4 with 41 seconds to go. It came right back out to him, and a bouncing shot. And we are tied.
Who said high school hockey isn't exciting? This is unbelievable hockey.
40 seconds to go. Hyveren ahead. McCosh now playing up front with Babin. If we are tied after regulation, 5-minute, 5-on-5 overtime, and then a shootout.
You got to be careful here if you're Desert Vista, though, too. You just take an icing, 20 seconds to go. You got Babin on the ice, you got McCosh on the ice. This is a bad situation for Desert Vista here.
22 seconds. Mountain Ridge, the favorite coming in. Do they have one more punch left in them? .22 seconds here in the third. Ensley tied us with 41 seconds. Can Mountain Ridge have one more moment? McCosh toward the net, blocked down. Tay got it out. Ensley with the puck. He gets to the red, can't get it deep. 12 seconds now. Tay ahead. Ensley with the puck. He's laid out by Rahela. With 6 seconds, Mountain Ridge gets it deep with 5. Wynn gets it back in deep. This one will not have enough for icing, and we're going to overtime. So a 1-minute intermission, 5-minute, 5-on-5 overtime. If nobody scores, we go to a 5-round Olympic rule shootout. What a game, Petey. What a freaking game.
Dylan. Honestly, when we talked about it with Desert Vista, their big players had to come up big at the right moment, and that's exactly what happened for Ensley. We talked about Ensley being the emotional leader for this team. We talked him being the leader on the ice and in the locker room, and he comes up with the biggest goal of the season with under a minute to play in the state semifinals. That's a huge goal. Under control, got the puck at the net, calm, got the job done.
Overtime now. 5-on-5, 5 minutes.
Honestly, now, Dylan, it's the system play. All that's out the window now. This is all about emotion. This is about who can get that edge at the biggest moment of the season. Who's the guy that's going to do it and put their team on their back? This is not about who's going to have the better forward check or who's going to have the better neutral zone play. It's that player that's going to have that drive to get this game done. And right now, we've seen it in this game all along. Could be anybody's game.
Petey, I don't know what it is. Every time we get together, we have a heck of a game, isn't it?
You and I don't know how many overtime games we've called.
Well, 2 years ago, Desert Vista won in the overtime for the championship. Last year, Centennial wins an OT. Yeah. Now we got this one.
Yeah, it's our third straight. 3 out of 4 we've called in overtime. This is an unbelievable hockey game. Yep. Desert Vista holds their head high on this one. This is an unbelievable effort they've had. And some of the names that we've heard from the state championship 2 years ago are the same names we're calling tonight. And on the other side of it, Mountain Ridge, their best players have been their best players.
Five on five, sudden death, next goal wins. And here we go from the mullet. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to the championship to take on the Pinnacle Pioneers on Saturday? Babin from Mountain Ridge turns it over. In front, Diamante, saved by Stiller. Still loose, turnaround shot, Brandt. Where is it? It's still loose. Stiller in the Snow Angel, it's behind the net, and now we get the whistle. Right save.
Right off the bat for Desert Vista. Again, we've seen these kind of scrums all night long. You can see the puck get in behind Stiller. Desert Vista just can't put it away. I tell you, Diamante's been around it all night, too.
Zach Kahn takes the draw for DV. Mountain Ridge wins it. They launch it down. It will not have enough for icing. Cole Varley back for DV. Off the glass and out. Babin on it for Mountain Ridge. Now Makash, Quillinen steps up. One of those players who's returned from the championship winning team 2 years ago right here at Mullet. Connor Brown from Mountain Ridge. Brown drags, he shoots, it got blocked down off Quillinen. Makash in the corner. Back out to the blue line. Go big. He'll send it behind Keeler. 1 minute down in OT. Quillinen ahead for Kahn. Gets it over for Anderson. He started the scoring today. Whiffs on his first clearing attempt. Gets it in deep to the open corner and lets Ensley go get it. Ensley lays out Go big. Babin on the puck. Camden Babin led AHSHA in points as a sophomore this year. And he's got the puck with the game on his stick. Rahela comes down. Varley can't get it past the big defenseman. Down low, back behind the net. Brown in front. Makash poking at it. And it's cleared out by DV. Rahela down low. Turnaround shot got blocked. Varley will put it out of play. No penalty. Just a face-off in Desert Vista zone.
This is not the NHL, so we will not see a penalty on that puck going over the glass for Desert Vista.
Face off the left of Keeler, 3:20 to go. Right off the draw. Back in front. It goes down low for LeVake. LeVake and Jones fighting for it. AJ Brandt comes out with it. A sophomore playing big minutes here in overtime. Wetzel for Cole. DV can't get it ahead. Mountain Ridge with numbers. Bailey across the line. Drops it for Jones. Jones at the goal line in front. Saved by Keeler. Brandt gets it ahead for Hughes. Hughes one-on-one with Sam Gallo. Hughes trying to cut toward the net. caught up in skates, and taken to the corner.
Nice play by Gallo there on that, defending that one-on-one.
2:45 to go in overtime. Quillinan comes down to pinch. Keeps it along the wall for Brandt. Hughes watched by Gallo. Gets laid out. Jones clears it down. Good glove by Quillinan, but picked up by Bailey. He'll get it deep and go for a change. More than halfway through this overtime period. Sam Gallo toward the net, tipped in front by Levesque. And he lays out Cole as well. Turn the puck over. Here's Kyle Ensley. Tied this game with 41 seconds to go. Is he the hero? This play's offside.
One of the things you got to wonder about now with Desert Vista, this is their third game in 5 nights. We had 4 nights. This is a team that had to play that play-in game. And guess what? I have to go into a shootout, not just regulation. Does that start to wear on this team? They've got to play some big minutes versus a team that's played twice in 2 weeks.
2 minutes to go. If nobody scores, we go to a 5-round shootout. Zach Kahn picks it up for DV. Mountain Ridge looking to force it out with Horman. It goes past Babin. Ensley and Gobig will get there. Max Quillinan to Ensley. Turned it over. Horman. Good stick from Varley. A couple of those returners from that championship team are in attendance here tonight. Will they see their team get sent to the championship here at Mullet? Varley turns it over.
Turnover.
Foreman from Mountain Ridge in the circle. Taking off the puck. Varley off the wall. Kahn can't get it out. Good glove from Hyveren. Foreman will get on the puck. 75 seconds to go in OT. Foreman lost his stick. Now Anderson for DV. He'll clear it down. And on net. Negates the icing. Stiller almost turned it over. Up ahead for Babin. 1 minute to go in overtime here in the AHSHA semifinals. Grogan Tague back behind the net. Can DV continue on their magical run? Or can Mountain Ridge secure their spot in the championship? Here's Hyveren with 45 seconds toward the net. Brown missed it. Tague ahead. And it hits someone on the Mountain Ridge bench, which draws the whistle with 40 seconds to go.
It looks right now that Desert Vista is just hanging on. I mean, this team has turned the puck over several times in the last minute. And honestly, they're starting to look tired. And so I think they're on their bench right now. They're starting to think, let's just get through this 39 seconds.
Now remember, there are no shootouts during the regular season. It's a timeout for Mountain Ridge. 40 seconds to go. We'll get to the shootout if we get there. 40 seconds to go. What's being said on each bench?
Well, I think Mountain Ridge wanted what we talked about before. Their best players need a break. And right now, with 22 seconds left, you've got to face off in your defensive zone. I mean, in the offensive zone, you've got Babin's going to be out there. McCosh is going to be out there. Let's make a stab at this. Well, let's not let this thing get to the shootout. Desert Vista's tired. I'm telling you right now, you can see their body language is tired. They're throwing pucks off the glass. They're just trying to stay afloat for this last 39 seconds. As if I'm Mountain Ridge right now, it's everything at the net. Let's get our best players to have the game on their stick. Let's give it to Babin. Let's give it to McCosh. Let's finish this before we have to go to a shootout.
39.6 on the clock. 4 for Mountain Ridge, 4 for DV.
This is a huge face-off. We talked about important face-off. This is a huge face-off for Desert Vista. They need to get control of this face-off, and the puck's got to go off the glass.
Jones, Kahn in the dot. Kahn wins it for DV. Wetzel can't get it out. Kept in by the Mountain Lions. Rahela toward the net. It went wide. 30 seconds now. McCosh on the wall toward the net. Tipped up high. Babin behind that in front for Brown, and he couldn't put it home. Cole will go off the glass and out. It will be an icing. 21.5 seconds here in OT.
I don't know if Keeler got a piece of this one, but here's where you talk about winning the faceoff. Desert Vista wins the faceoff, but the defenseman panics and just throws the puck away. He's got time. Make a play. Carry the puck behind the net. Get that puck off the glass. He didn't have to rush that play and create that turnover.
Jones wins this one. McCosh from Mountain Ridge toward the net. Easy save for Keeler with 15 now. Cole behind the net. Turns it over. Babin in front. Brown with a chance at it. Loose puck. DV with 10. Here comes Jaden Cole with 7. Ensley to the corner with 5. He looked up at the clock. Now Rahela with 3. And we're going to a shootout to determine who's going to the championship.
I'm just stunned. And I think, you know what, if this game goes another 5 minutes, I think Mountain Ridge gets the win here. They've just been pushing through that whole overtime. It was on Mountain Ridge's stick the entire time. They were getting those opportunities at the net. And then you see with Babin all alone in front of the net here with under a minute to play in overtime. Just couldn't find the opportunity to get that puck behind Keeler. I tell you what, this overtime was everything you were expecting. This game is unbelievable. I can't believe where we're at right now, Dylan.
It's unbelievable. Now, shootout time.
We got the commissioner on the ice right now.
We do. President Kenny McGinley explaining the rules to the officials. So let's explain it to our fans here, Petey. 5-round shootout, right? First 5 rounds, you have to have a different shooter. But after that 5th round, you can shoot whoever you want. For Desert Vista, they have experience in shootout. Mountain Ridge hasn't had a shootout all year because we don't do that in the regular season here in AHSHA. DV won 7 rounds with Notre Dame on Saturday night. The only player to score for them, Zach Kahn, scored in the 2nd round, scored in the 7th round to win it. Stiller in white, Keeler in blue. Mountain Ridge will shoot first. There's the president, Kenny McGinley. He's the reason why we're having all this success here at AHSHA. What a time. Brady Levick will be the first shooter for Mountain Ridge.
And Brady Levick, the player we saw leave the ice earlier in this game. Great to see him back up, and here he is with an opportunity in the shootout.
Levick, top of the 1st. Here comes Brady. The forehand, saved by Keeler. He tried to go 5-hole, and Keeler shut the door. Bottom of the 1st. Who else but Kyle Ensley, who tied us with 40 seconds to go. Ensley picks it up. Save by Stiller.
This arena went dead quiet. That was unbelievable. Chilling moment here at the Mullet.
Here's Connor Brown. For Mountain Ridge, Brown with 6 goals in 17 games this year. Playing on a line with Babin the whole year. Top of the 2nd, Connor Brown. Mountain Ridge to the net. Brown, poke check by Keeler. So far, no goals. Zach Kahn, who scored in this exact spot against Notre Dame on Saturday night. 2nd round for Desert Vista. Kahn 2 for 2 in the shootout on Saturday. Make it 3 for 3. DV up 1 in the shootout after 2 rounds.
Zach Kahn, what a move. Finishes off with the backhand, putting it over an outreach Stiller.
And here he is, the sophomore, Camden Babin. First in AHSHA in points of the sophomore. The best forward in D1 against Keeler. Top of the 3rd. Scores. Camden Babin puts Mountain Ridge on the board. They have tied it.
And Babin comes in with pace, comes in with speed. Great release and blows that one by Keeler.
Here's a man with a ring on his finger, Ryan Kim. He knows big goals. Already a goal tonight. Ryan Kim did not go in. Hit the post. Stiller got a piece. And we are tied after 3 rounds. Mason McCosh. Tied for 1st in Division I in goals. A junior D, one of the best players in D1 this year. Here comes McCosh. Down the right side, McCosh to the forehand, he scores! Mountain Ridge up 2-1 in the shootout. And now it's Desert Vista's turn with Thomas Diamante. Not a must score, but if he misses and Mountain Ridge scores, they win. And they're going to the championship. Here's Diamante. Part of that championship team 2 years ago. Diamante to the net. Forehand, missed the net. And Mountain Ridge is 1 goal away from winning this game. Some players came off the bench, they thought they already won.
Zabotke came in slow on that one. I think he might have been able to get by still, or he just couldn't put that one in the net. And here it is. Game on his hands.
Grantham scores, sends his team to the championship. Colin Grantham and Keeler. Grantham saved by Keeler. DV stays alive for one more round, but they must score. And the pick from head coach Matt Bernard is Brogan Tague. He's a sophomore. He shot in the 4th round against Notre Dame on Saturday. The shot was saved. He must score to extend this game. Mountain Ridge gets a save. They're going to the championship. Tague to the net. Tague, saved by Silver. Mountain Ridge is going to the championship game. The favorite all season gets pushed to the absolute limit by Desert Vista, but they are meeting Pinnacle in the championship game on Saturday. PD, that was a classic.
Unbelievable hockey game tonight. And I tell you what, this Desert Vista team needs to be proud of the effort they put forth tonight. This is an unbelievable game. Hold their heads high walking away, but this Mountain Ridge team came as advertised. Their best players were outstanding tonight. They were pushed to the limit. They had to come back from giving up a goal with under a minute to go in the 3rd period to survive this game. Now they get to take a deep breath and prepare for the Pinnacle Pioneers on Saturday at the Mullet. Mountain Ridge, Pinnacle, Saturday night, 6 o'clock.
$15 tickets to get in. Both teams are going to shake hands. Let's talk about DV here. What a season. Regular season wasn't their cup of tea. Playoffs started. They became incredible.
Yeah, and you look at the story. Taking Notre Dame out in a shootout, winning that 2nd game in the quarterfinals. And I tell you what, they were right there in this game literally until the very last shot of the game. Outstanding, but what would you expect with the players they had out there that have been through this before, that have been to a championship, that have won a state tournament before? And that's what we saw from Desert Vista tonight.
A heck of a game to finish. Mountain Ridge winning in the shootout 2-1. Goals by Camden Davin, goals by Mason McCosh. Unbelievable. It was a back and forth all night.
Yeah, and Babin was outstanding from the beginning of this game on. You could tell his control, his ability to make plays, his offensive upside, not just his being able to put points on the board scoring, but the playmaker that Babin was tonight, and his ability to distribute the puck. And McCosh, I tell you what, I don't know how many miles that kid traveled tonight, but he was everywhere. He touched every piece of this Mullet ice tonight. He was everywhere.
Let's go through this one if we even can somehow wrap this up. Desert Vista led 1-0. They led 3-1 at a certain time as well. Mountain Ridge with 3 straight goals to take a 4-3 lead. 41 seconds to go. Kyle Ensley tied us up. 4-4. What a moment that was. And then overtime, nobody scores and shootout Mountain Ridge. What a moment for Ensley there in the 3rd.
Yeah, and we said that it was going to be one of those big players that had to help Desert Vista get back in this thing, and it was with Ensley. You see this Mountain Ridge team. I tell you what, the pace of this game as we watched the first game and how that took a long time to develop, slow to develop, everybody filling each other out. Not this game. From the moment this puck dropped in the first period, they were going at it. And I tell you, both ends, there were chances both ways. There was a lot of pace to this game. This was a heck of a hockey game.
We're going to get to talk to Mountain Ridge head coach Sean Babin here. Dad of Camden, a heck of a hockey player Camden is. And now we're going to talk to the head coach. We're also going to talk to Mason McCosh as well. We're going to talk to the player first. McCosh with the shootout winner. Tonight, the junior defenseman. Heck of a game. We're going to get him on the headset. And we're going to listen to him. Mason, can you hear us up here?
Yep, I can hear you, Dylan.
Mason, how do you sum up that game? What a classic that was. Take us through your emotions.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game. great competitors, Desert Vista. That was just epitome of hockey there. And you can't take anybody for granted. This league is great, competition is great, and that was just a great game.
Hey, Mason, you found yourself behind in a game. It's something you're not familiar with this season. You guys have been outstanding all year long. What was the mood like on the bench when you find yourself trailing in the third period?
Yeah, well, we've always, since the beginning of the season, we've always focused on culture. Culture is the most important thing, I believe, and that's what it was like in the locker room. Nobody was hanging their head. Everybody believed in each other, and we knew we were going to get it done.
Take us through the shootout there let's start with the end of the third period. Ensley scores. What's the mood on the bench after they come back and you know you're going to OT?
Same thing. We stick to our game plan, stick to our culture. Nobody get down on the bench, and we ended up winning the game there.
So, Mason, you're taking a deep breath there, buddy. You were all over the ice. We were talking just before you came on air how much ice you cover in this game. You are everywhere. So now you got to take a deep breath. What's the plan for the next 3 days before you face off against the Pinnacle Pioneers on Saturday?
I don't know, really. I'm just so excited from winning, but I'd probably say just go home, rest up, get ready for the game, and comes down to the championship game. One game, winner take all.
Mason, last one from me. The only loss you have this year is to Pinnacle. What do you expect from them on Saturday?
Well, we expect them to come out big and desperate, but so are we. It's going to be a tie. It's going to be a close 1-1 game, and we're just going to have to stick to our culture and game plan to win it.
Mason, we thank you so much. You can hand that headset over to your head coach.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. A great win from Mountain Ridge tonight. They win 5-4 as we're going to get head coach Sean Babin on the headset. This is the 25th year of AHSHA. This is the 25th year of Mountain Ridge Hockey. They are one of the original teams. Head coach Sean Babin, we got him on. Coach, can you take us through your emotions on the bench through that classic game?
It was pretty mind-boggling, to say the least. I don't like overtimes, but it is what it is, especially shootouts. So, but I think they did a good job. I had to shorten the bench a little bit in the end. I don't like doing that, but it is what it is.
We talked to Mason about being behind. This Mountain Ridge team didn't trail very often during this regular season. What was the mood in the coaches' room and for the players when you found yourself down in this game?
Well, as you just said there, with being down where we haven't been down much this year, it's a little adversity for these guys. It's actually good for them, so they can learn as they get older that it's not, you have to try to keep going no matter what's going on.
Coach, Kyle Ensley ties the game 4-4 with 40 seconds to go. What are you telling the guys on the bench when they tie it up and the place is going crazy?
We're saying stay calm, just play your game, and it will hopefully we'll get the end result.
And how about Levesque? He goes down in this game. We have a lot of concern for him. He comes back and plays an integral part in this game as the third period went along. One, how is he doing? And what do you think about his play in the third period?
He said that his chest hurt, but he said he was fine. He comes off. He goes, Coach, I can't play any. Don't keep putting me out there. Just, I want to play, but I can't take long shifts. So I was like, all right, buddy.
Probably the best thing to hear as a coach. Yeah. Last one from me, Coach. Shootout. Something you guys haven't done all season. Have you guys ever practiced that before? And what went into your mindset of choosing your 5 shooters?
We practice that once in a while. I mean, everybody, it's a fun thing to do at the end of practices. So the kids like to do that. And then, I've seen these kids all year, so I know who the guys are that need to go in the end.
Your only loss this season was the Pinnacle Pioneers. You faced them on Saturday for the state championship. What's your mindset facing the Pinnacle Pioneers this weekend?
Shut down their top line and make sure that if we play hard, and the way all these playoffs have gone, they've actually been really interesting with all the teams. Even, with them tonight, we just have to, our team's got to come out and you got to play hard and stay out of the box because they're going to capitalize on us if we don't.
Coach, thank you so much. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
What a game, PD.
Buddy, I'm exhausted. This is wearing us out up here at the Mullet. I don't know. We talked for 5 hours up here. I'm exhausted. Todd Walsh is here. It's like having my dad in the building, having Todd Walsh here listening in, because there's someone judging you.
Wait. Your dad?
Oh, my
Your dad? Your dad? You guys are fantastic.
But it's like, your professor, you want to impress them and do a good job because that's what they do for a living. And we are so happy to be joined by Todd Walsh, but we're not just joined by you today.
No.
There is a rumor that we will be joined by you on Saturday.
Yeah, I can't wait. In fact, I'm violating every rule of thumb. I'm wearing my laminate. I can't wait to be a part of this thing on Saturday night. It's been a unbelievable journey in the last 2 months, being a part of this whole process and promoting this game and putting that commercial together that I hope you've seen.
Yeah,
But
fantastic.
the goal is to have this kind of hockey on Saturday night, and I want to see this building jammed to the rafters, because this will be the place to be in the Valley Saturday night.
Todd, have you been to an Arizona high school hockey game before this?
I have not. I've been busy for the last 28 years. This blew my mind.
What about the experience? Shootout to go to the state final.
Well, you kept walking away and pacing, and you saw me down there. We were having nonverbal communication because the tension was so high. And I think I've been saying this for the last month on every single interview that I've been doing with no matter who I'm talking to. This is going to be a moment on Saturday night for these kids that they're going to remember forever. Forever. And you could feel the drama here as this game wore down. I just couldn't wait to see it end. I didn't want it to end, and that's how I want to feel when I leave here on Saturday night.
Yeah, and I want everybody that is a hockey fan, football fan, basketball fan, be here at the Mullet Arena, because this is going to be unbelievable.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me go along for the ride.
Well, we'll see you Saturday.
Do you even prepare? Like, you just show up and go?
I know he's good.
I
I know you
prepare.
prepare, but
I'll give you a little behind the scenes here on both teams.
Let's
got
go
a
to
full-
Bob Heathouse sheet.
full
Let me
Bob
tell you
here.
that.
Bob Heathouse is going to be in the building.
Yeah.
A longtime voice of the Coyotes and Roadrunners. He'll be so proud to see that. All the Coyote refugees will be here, and in all of our glory, celebrating the great game of hockey at, I think, the purest level.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Absolutely. Saturday, 6 p.m., Mountain Ridge and Pinnacle. Make sure to get your tickets on Ticketmaster, $15, AHSHAplayoff.com, and we'll see you Saturday.
Good to see you, son.